Oh, you're not going to.
No, I'm not gonna
break.
I'm not gonna break down here. No, I'm not gonna break down. No. All right. Of course, we'll be talking about how to get over your first love.
Oh, how to get over your first love.
Yes, that's what we'll be discussing today, and this came up just because I wanted us to go further on the relationship stuff, but you see, having to discuss with someone, and I had to read from some people. I suppose that's the trending thing. Some people find it difficult to actually get over their first love. Like, that is the only person for
them. They just
them.
hung up on that person. Like,
seriously. So we have a lot to discuss. You feel free to join us on the program.
On our social media platforms. On Facebook, it's www.facebook.com/MediaHouseNG, and on Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube, it's MediaHouseNG. And of course, you can also send in your comments, your questions, your opinions on our WhatsApp number 081-3932-1797. It's 081-3932-1797. You can also let us know how you got over your first love.
That's true.
So you can also help other people that have been stuck in that time frame and that situation. So when we come back, we're going to dive into the topic.
So let's just go for a short musical break. Let's enjoy ourselves. Stay tuned.
And we are talking about how to get over your first love. Tony, I know you have a lot to say because earlier you said you were in that situation, and I hope you're not going to break down. so tell us how.
I am definitely not going to break down people. I am definitely not going.
I'm so emotional. Slightest of things and just
yeah. And seriously, mine was. You don't want
so
to know. You don't want to know about it. You don't want to know about it. All right. How to get over your first love? Well, the truth of the matter is, every first love is always like, how do we call it now? Heaven on earth. You feel like you are in another world entirely. Like you are in just. Let me try to be religious. Say like, yes, paradise. You feel that, wow, everything is just fine. And when it comes to the point of breaking up, truthfully, it's as painful.
The whole world has come crashing down.
Actually, it's like the world ends. It ends that day. It actually ends that day. Truthfully, it's a rough, it's a really tough time. It's a tough period. Having to get over the process of getting over your first love. All right. I think one of the things we need to, take into consideration, because it takes a lot of processes for you to actually get over your first love. But one of the things we need to do is, because when you have to break up, there's this rush of emotions. You have it most of the time at it's almost always at the negative aspect. You are always feeling down, depressed, you are bitter, you are resentful. In short, if it is possible, nothing moves at that stage. So I think the first segment we should be looking out for, because I think it's not something we can finish in a day, in a program today.
So it's going to be actually divided.
Yes, we're going to divide it. So I think one of the first things I want us, this first segment we should look out is about our attitude, how to control, check. Let me put it this way: checking our attitude.
Within that period.
Yes. Within that period, when just discover that everything's not going on anymore. You know, the phone calls, there's this pain, there's this, you're always thinking
that you're no longer connected.
Yes, you're no longer connected. And even when you feel the urge to connect, that part of you says, man, we can't just go on.
And even if you do it, you might get yourself hurt again.
That's just it. So I think under checking your attitude, limit the time you spend thinking of your ex. Limit the time you spend thinking about your first love. Of course, he must be nice, she must be an angel, but for one thing or the other, we don't know whatever reasons why you two broke up. But if you want to take a step forward, getting over the whole issue, I think it is important you limit the time you think about your ex-partner. The reason is because you don't just forget the person. That's why we say limited. So sometimes when it comes, you could decide to say, okay, like 30 minutes, you could just sit back and remember. But when it's exceeding 30 minutes, consciously caution yourself.
You're thinking about somebody for 30 minutes.
Come on, do you know what it means? Let me tell you something. When I had my love, when I was my first love,
okay.
Come on, he was like everything to me. I'm being honest. I need to be practical with that. He was like everything to me. Like there was, how many times did we get to talk to each other in a day? If not on call, if we're not chatting.
Person that every 3 times a day you're calling.
See, we were connected. Even if like I could be doing something and you know what I'm doing now. We were just intimating each other about what we were doing, and we could just freely talk about it. So it's very natural that when you break up, it's very natural that you still get to have those memories.
And then sometimes you think, let me call, and then you remember that we're not together anymore.
That's it. So you should try to make a conscious effort to, to limit the time you reminisce on those beautiful memories. so that's one of the things we need to look out for. So, but people, tell me something. You should have passed through it, so you should be able to tell me something.
What makes you think I have?
Come on,
what did I do with my first love?
Well, it's on rare. It's really rare.
It's rare to still be with your first love.
It's rare.
Why?
Most people naturally, most people do not really end up with their first love. So it's really rare. But if you're still in one, man, I am giving you a thumbs up there. I'm giving you a thumbs up here.
Well, okay. Well, I think one point we should look at when you want to get over your exes, watching out for unrealistic thought patterns. When you get out of your relationship from your first love, and then even if another one wants to come up, you'll be thinking like, oh, I can't go on with this person. This person can never be like my first love. This person can never treat me like this one. Or you'll be like, this person is going to hurt me also like my first love did. There's some things that your first love will do to you. And you'll be like, no, I can't go through this anymore.
You know what? Let me tell you something. I think I had that experience. I once commented and I remember something. What? I said, man, I don't think I'll ever be able to love again. Like seriously, I felt that way. I felt like he was just the right person for me.
You gave your all to him.
I gave my all.
Giving your all against someone else is not.
Seriously, I found it hard to actually connect with people. I found it because it was just. I told you how it was. It was like every blessed time of day we were just together, communicating, talking, even if we were far and all of that. So that was just it. It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy.
I think you should also know that no two relationships are alike. No two relationships can be alike. I was saying it earlier. Was it yesterday that stop. I was talking about insecurities in relationship, and I was like, stop comparing past relationship with present relationship. There are some things your first relationship had, the person you were dating, and the second one doesn't have the same qualities. So you're not comparing. You're not like, I wish it was this other person. This one would have done this, and you're comparing.
That could actually ruin your
relationship. Well, I think you just take time because it's bound to happen. It's bound for you to feel that way, that nobody can ever be like your first love. Nobody can. It's now hard if you gets harder if it's your first love that actually disvirgin you.
Oh,
Do you know?
that could be very painful.
If your
I
partner
know,
was the first person you had sexual relations with, it's going to be very hard letting go of.
Okay, I'll just tell you a little. Let me do tatafo small. Tatafo small. All right. I remember a senior colleague of mine. Her first love, actually, well, is virgin her, and when he called it off, he was calling it off with someone else. Like he called it off, and she discovered not too long that
It was
he was ready with another person. It was actually painful. Do you know what my friend did? My friend, she had to go on low court, like trying to rebrand herself. I don't know, they actually told me, it was like low court, like as if cutting off the hair would actually make her
like read
new.
out the memories.
Like everything would just be totally, new. I think we should just go for a short musical.
And you just be realistic. Most people don't end up with their first love. So if you're not with your first love, don't kill yourself. I believe a better person will come, and don't keep comparing.
But seriously, Deborah, when did that happen to me? Oh my God, you need to
But I
send
think
me.
it also depends on the circumstances that surrounded
the breakup. Yeah,
You
that's
understand?
true.
Some people break up and they're still friends, they still talk.
Well, that would be for
But
the
that-
next segment.
Next segment.
Next segment.
Because that thing can also lead
to another
thing. Okay.
All right, let's just go for a short musical break. What will we be doing now?
I'm gonna play you True Love.
True Love
True
by
Love.
Two-Face. I love that song.
Because
Yes, of course. Well,
you love love.
yes, love it.
Oh, yeah, oh, yeah. You see, true love, she used to leave here before, but I done messed up and threw her out the door. Now I don't feel iron like I used to before. All the things we used to say, all the way we used to get, how we used to play. Now there's an emptiness inside of my soul, and they say my loneliness will start to show. And God knows I can't take it no more. That's why I'm asking you, how do I come up with you? You see, I'm looking for someone to satisfy me, looking for someone to love me completely, looking for someone to show me true love. And I'm searching for the kind of possibility, someone who truly love me for me, the one who come and be my true love. Now loneliness is the order of my days. Since she's gone, I feel like